Hi, thank you for joining us. The legal matters are what we're looking at on a Tuesday, and with all those details, here's Advocate Lance Brogden.
Yep, Jeremy, thanks once again. Wow, so last week, some wild feedback from a lot of people. Thank you regarding conmen taking you for a ride. Some of the stories are amazing, but I can also understand some were so well put together that I actually can understand walking into that trap. Good lesson learned, and guys, it went well. Thanks for sharing with so many people. Today, another challenge we face is coming across my desk often and many of my colleagues' desks. Getting evicted from one's premises, both business and private residences. Guys, this is a very uncomfortable topic, but I think one we need to look squarely in the eye as friends, as colleagues, and as we all get closer through the show. I've met a lot of really nice people and people who are really battling. As we mentioned last week, times are tough, money's short, and a lot of us are running into trouble in paying our monthly rentals, our lease payments on our business units, etc., etc. And people are getting evicted, and their assets are being taken away via a landlord's hypothek. In other words, inside your business, your tables, your chairs. A lot of things are happening. Of course, there are court actions, decisions, and there's summonses, etc., that get there. And that's what I want to start at. This does not come out of the blue. Having them come and take your furniture, your TVs, and your home where you live. I'm not saying that you own it, because you don't, but you might be. You might think you own it, but you owe the bank, and eventually they come and they take it away underneath you. Guys, this doesn't happen overnight. Please, first thing is, when you see it coming, try and make a plan. Okay. Because there are usually two big reasons why you're being evicted from your premises. The one is not paying your way in terms of the agreement. The other is a far broader package. One is not fulfilling the terms of the agreement that you have regarding the premises, either for what you're supposed to use it for, or you're causing absolute mayhem there, disturbing neighbors. There are a lot of other things there. But the primary reason for being evicted is that we are not paying our way. So, first rule, okay, attend to this as early as possible. The moment it comes across you, when you're battling, go and speak to the landlord. See if you can come to an arrangement. But be open and real and true. And if you can't, together with the landlord, find an exit plan that does the least damage. Move to a smaller place, more conservative area. I know this sounds easy, but it's not nearly as horrible as them walking in, the sheriff with a truck, etc., and you're out. A lot of people say, I have squatters' rights. Guys, take that out of your mind. There is such a thing as squatters' rights. It's another whole discussion, and I'm happy to have it another time. But don't you think, because you stay in this apartment in Sandton, you're going along, you missed 3 months' payment, that you can just sit there and stay there, etc. A procedure will be followed, etc., and you'll be out on your bum, and that'll be a record against you for non-payment, etc., etc. Please take the squatters' right thing out of your mind. You're starting the wrong note. When you get into a compromised situation, go and speak with the landlord, speak with your wife or with your husband, and say, listen, we have a problem here. Together with the landlord, we have to work our way through this or out of this. So, what would I say? Very importantly, when you have a contract or agreement, actually read it and check it for your premises where you're going to live with your family. A lot of people just see this and they see, I'm going to pay X a month and I've got to pay lights and water. That's all they see. And there's 3 months' notice either way. Well, there's a lot more in there. There are a lot more rules, regulations, which you signed to. And remember in Latin, caveat subscriptor, beware the one who signs. So read it carefully. You can always go back and say, look, there's one paragraph I don't agree with, whatever it may be, and then come to a happy medium if you can. But if not, that's the paragraph that stands firm. So please read your contract carefully, okay? Pay your bills as far as possible. And then if it's a month where you're really battling, at least try and pay something. Show some goodwill, okay? It's very important. Attend to it early. Please have a relationship with your landlord and also have a relationship with your neighbors. Understand what's going on around you. But here's the big challenge, all of us, is to live within our means. So some of us are quite bullish and we think things are only going to get better and better and my work's going well, etc. So if I stretch myself by buying a slightly better car and a slightly better home, it'll make me work harder to get there. That's not my approach. And a number of my friends are like that, and they seem to get along fine like that. I'm a bit more conservative. Let's try and afford what we can today, and God willing, things will get a lot better and brighter down the line, and it will be to our advantage then to step up a bit, to have something a bit better. A little note, so there's been a bit of change in legislation on residential living. In other words, if you want to exit your current agreement a bit earlier, you actually can. I'm not going into the detail now, it's a whole discussion. But you can, and you can, between 1 and 3 months, give notice, and the landlord has to accommodate that. Okay? There's certain rules around it and certain conditions, but it can be done. This does not apply to commercial property, to your work, but so please keep that in mind. Bottom line, I really thank you for allowing me to share this with you. Please, guys, don't get in trouble. And when you get to the lawyer, phone your attorney, and the truck's outside or the sheriff's there, collect your stuff, it is too late. You're not going to get assistance, and you actually shouldn't be. Attend to this early. Another day, have a safe week. I look forward to seeing you next week. I hope you look forward to seeing me. Cheers.